folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. It's a TGIF, folks. Let's make it a great one. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Always do your best. Take action on your ideas. Doing your best means to take action. You can have many great ideas in your head, but without action upon an idea, there'll be no manifestation, no results, and no reward. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow down 143, NASDAQ off 54, S&P's off 17, gold contract down $2.30, trading at $1,318 an ounce. Silver off 13 cents at $19.95 an ounce. Platinum down $2 at $1,456 an ounce. Copper flat at $3.04 a pound. Light sweet crude, $103 a barrel. Bonds, the 10-year up 1 tick at 124.24. That is building cause to get over that B point. Hasn't done it yet of an ABC structure on the way up. 30-year did it yesterday. Took out the B point, took it out with volume. You got an ABC structure on the way up. Up another 8 ticks today, 134.22. That little baby's on its way to 141. King dollar, she rejected lower price yesterday. Hanging at the lower price right now. The lower price, the day of strength was going into 79.49. We're up 110 ticks out here today. We're at 79.56. That's saying King dollar wants to go topside. Euro, 138.82, and the yen at 101.62. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay. We're at 1816. So cash S&P, folks, is making your first price projection down here is 1737. What is wide open, though, is the 1646, which is the October swing low. But we'll do this one by one. So volume-wise out here, had another expansion of volume. And that expansion of volume, by the way, folks, come right at the very end of the market out here today, because at 2:45 or 2:45 Eastern Standard Time, the volume was still light. Bottom line, they wanted to get rid of that risk over the weekend. If we take a look at the SPY, what you're going to see is this. We'll put the SPY on a weekly basis, and what you have is this. Well, first off, on the daily basis is what we did. We came down with 159 million shares, which is a monster. Yesterday we came down with 172. Your swing low down there had 254. So in that context, you can see that, bottom line, there was a huge amount of energy that came out of the marketplace. That was on the 3rd of February, and then we made the last low on the 5th of February. We take this on a weekly basis, and what you're going to see is this. On a weekly, the top of the low is 179.87. We did volume in the SPY of 680 million, and you're coming into 880. The bottom line, the SPY will go after that. I suspect it's going to go after it next week, too. That's your SPY. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What we have with the Dow. Dow comes down a $1.43. We're at the 16,026. She's running down at that. February 5th is the benchmark right across all these markets, folks. NASDAQ Composite. Now, the Composite, no doubt, has been the weak dog in an incredible way. The Composite down $54. The closing price point on the 5th, which is our benchmark, folks, is 4011. We're there. We're at 3999. And we're there with monster volume. So what that opens up, of course, is what? That's opening up the swing point from October 6th. That swing point is a long way. Well, that's not that far down. It's another $300 down. But that's where it's going, and we'll see what type of a bounce we get along the way. We will get a bounce along the way. We take a look at the 3 Qs. What you'll see with the 3 Qs is this. This is just monster selling. The door's not big enough for everyone to get out at the same time, folks. And what we have is this. On a weekly basis, this is just a monster. So your swing point on the weekly basis for the week of the 5th was 216 million. The prior week than that, we had 272. We did 346 million, folks, okay? This door is wide open. Door is not only wide open. I can make so many different cases here that the Qs are at 84 right now. They're heading to 68. It's a big number. In fact, let me bring this back for. Yeah, we're heading. Yeah, we're heading to 67, 77, 87. That's a long way down. It's another 17 points down. Big numbers. Russell 2000. Let's take a look at the IWM with the Russell 2000. What the Russell 2000 did is this. She came down $1.59 today. You're at 110. The swing point is 107.27, which was generated on the 5th. If we look at the IBB, now this is the IBB, folks, is what led the NASDAQ down. The IBB, this is the iShares Biotech Index. That did 6.8 million shares today, blowing away a B point. That B point out there was the 222. We did 5.4 million. It did 6.8. The IBB, folks, has already taken out the February 6th time frame in an extraordinary way. And what you have, the next stop on this is down at this, is the October level. And, man, this is amazing how close we are already. This is going to be a disaster inside the IBB, folks. This is going to be, you talk about volume off the highs. It has volume off the highs. It has destruction. And as to where this baby can go back to, it's devastation. I mean, this baby on the way back, folks, is 105, and we're at 215. The first place that it's going to get any type of support at all is 213 to 191. So at 213 to 191, we did 29 million shares. Oh, check this out. It's not even close. It's going to take it apart. So check this out, folks. Yeah, it's not going to get any support there. Okay, so on a monthly basis, at 213 to 191, we did 29 million shares. Guess what? We're at what? Today's the 11th of April, okay? So check this out. It's the 11th of April, and we've already done 37 million shares. Last month, we did 57 million. This is going to be, this door, let me tell you something, folks. The doors are way too small. Get stops in. That's the bottom line. Get them in and get them in quick. If you want to see how equities are going after gaps, and you got to remember something. The gaps are so much lower than where we are, folks. If you look at Biogen, Biogen was down $13 today. We're at $274. Biogen 3 weeks ago was at $358. We're at $274. Took out a B point today. Took it out with volume. Huge ABC down, but guess what? It has a gap that's wide open at 245. The top of the gap is 274, where we're at right now. And if you want to really get to understand how these markets move, how they get into gaps, how the magnet draws them right in, well, you're going to see this magnet draw that baby in. And if you're in equities that have a gap underneath it, folks, get out of the way and get out of the way quickly. We go over to Google. We take a look at Google. Google has a monster gap. That is going for it right now. We're down 890 today. Google, the high in Google out here was 613. That was 3 weeks ago. Where it's 537. So you're almost you're $80 off that high. But guess what she's going for, which is just a mind blower. You know what's so wild about this, okay, is that you know that they're going to go for it, but it's absolutely hard to believe that you can go for a gap that has 444 when in fact you're at 600. It's like, really? You're going to get down $200? Bottom line is that we're going to see that $200, but we're going to see that $200 drop in probably the matter of less than 2 months. That's intense. And in the texture of time, what you have is this. So it was 2 months, October, November, December, January, February, March. That's not bad. 5 months to go up and 2 months to go down. That's saying if, in fact, it was going to take 2 more months. Gold contract. Let's go over and take a look at the gold market out here. What we have with gold is this, GCM4. Gold market, no action today. 83,000 contracts, sideways move. That's not bad. Gold still wants to get the lower price, folks. What we're going to see if we take a look at the XAU, XAU, there she is. So the XAU, yeah, she stopped going south today. What you're going to see is that patience is the name of the game. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We got our man, Mr. Bud Rolfs, coming up next. We're going to be talking about the webinar he's doing tomorrow morning. You're talking about a timely webinar. You stay tuned, folks. We're coming right back.
TFNN is back with another Tiger Dollar special, and as part of this promotion, not only can you receive up to a 25% bonus on whatever you spend, but you can also gain access to a 5-part live webinar series with Tom O'Brien taking place the week of April 28th. Each morning during the week at 8 a.m., Tom O'Brien will walk you through how he sets up the market live and digest the previous day's trading action while analyzing overnight markets abroad in order to anticipate what kind of trading day to expect. Each 60-minute live morning webinar will be archived by around 9:30 a.m. that very morning, so that if you can't attend live, it'll be available for your viewing pleasure on demand whenever you're ready. Tiger Dollars can be used for any TFNN newsletter or service, and they never expire. So now is a great time to lock in extra savings on all TFNN products. Don't miss out on Tom O'Brien's 5-part webinar series. Get your Tiger Dollars today with up to a 25% bonus on whatever you spend before this special is over by visiting TFNN.com.
The Dow finished down 143, NASDAQ off 54, S&P's off 15. And you talk about timely, folks. Well, guess what? Tomorrow morning, 9 to 10 o'clock to 10:30 Eastern Standard Time, our man, Mr. Bud Rolfs, is going to be doing a webinar. That webinar, folks, is about what? It's about protecting and about profiting from the impending market correction. If you come over to our website at TFNN, you're going to see it right on the front page. It's only $99. What you get for the $99 is this. You're going to get his executive summary. And you know, if you've listened, if you've been around for a while, our man, Mr. Bud Rolfs, is the channel king, the PTR king. If you're new to TFNN, you're going to get an incredible education, folks. Bud Rolfs is just an amazing person, number one. His technical skills are over the top. The PTRs, the channels, they're clear, they're concise. You get it all for 99 bucks, folks, okay? Check it out on the front page of TFNN. Now, as you're over at TFNN, what you want to understand is this. We only do these Tiger Dollar promotions a couple times a year. In fact, last one I think we did is about 8 months ago. The way Tiger Dollars work is this, is that if you buy 500, you can make 20 to 25% on your money. It's the quickest way to do it. If you buy $500 in Tiger Dollars, we give you $600. If you buy 1,000, we give you $1,250. If you take advantage of that promotion, what you're going to get for absolutely free is this, is that I'm going to do a 5-day, 1-hour workshop per day from April 28th to May 2nd, 8 o'clock in the morning to 9 o'clock. It's the morning routine. What are you going to do to say, where's the market going? So you get that for free for just taking advantage of the Tiger Dollar promotion. There's no expiration date on Tiger Dollars. They're totally transferable, and they're good for all products at TFNN. The reason I'm bringing this up right now is that if you actually go buy the $500, the bonus, guess what you can use the bonus for? Our man, Mr. Bud Rolfs. Bud, where's that helmet?
My hero, Tom O'Brien.
Oh, man, I'm telling you. You talk about timely, Bud. This is, folks, when Bud called us, we knew we had to get this up quick, but I'm telling you, man. You got to be quick or dead in this market, man.
Yeah, this is no time to be standing out there with the long field glasses and watching them taking the pounding on the beaches, Tommy. This is time to be planning your battle strategy and having a good map of the battlefield and knowing where the enemy is before they know where you are.
Well, what I don't understand, Bud, is that, one of the Tigers are telling me, though, that, if we're watching Bloomberg TV, that the bottom line is that the biotechs are undervalued. And, this market, you should be buying it.
If you buy the biotechs right now, you will be undervalued.
Oh, man. Hey, these biotechs are a mess, aren't they, man? And it's amazing, folks, just so if you don't, some of you do know the history, but that's how Bud actually found us probably, 15 years ago? How many years ago? Because you had that biotech chat board on Yahoo Finance, right?
Yes, I did. Right, exactly.
What was that name of that stock, man? You guys made a fortune in that stock. What was that?
I can't remember anymore.
Oh, that's even sicker. That's even sick. You make a couple $100,000, you kind of remember it. I like that, Bud. That's pretty good. Okay, so tell us about what the folks are going to learn tomorrow morning.
Well, Tom, it's a webinar. It's a 90-minute webinar tomorrow morning, Saturday, April 12th, 9 to 10:30 a.m. The name of the workshop is Protect and Profit, a strategy for the impending market correction. Now, we call it that, impending market correction. Folks, I want to be very clear about this. The market correction has begun. We are already in step 3. Okay. We're between step 3 and step 4 of a 10-step process. This exact type of market correction has happened before, okay? Yeah. And we know the steps that it will take. And I'm going to show you how I know that in the workshop Saturday, and I'm going to prove to you that this is a repeat type of correction that has happened previously, and I'm going to show you it's following the exact same model of a previous correction. And I'm going to show you why that is completely logical, because it is the same type of correction, and why that makes absolute sense for it to repeat at this point in time. And I'm going to show you how it's repeating on the NASDAQ, on the S&P, on some of the major sectors, and I'm going to show you that in spades on Saturday. So that will set the stage. One of the major goals is to give you the roadmap that we call it. This is the roadmap to victory. So to lay out exactly what is happening so that you can take advantage. An example of that is there are going to be peaks and valleys here. There are going to be bounces and there are going to be drops.
Right.
Well, some of those are going to be steeper than others. You want to know where the really steep ones are. Yeah. For instance, if I say to you, some of you out there are going to play a strategy of playing some of these ETFs. In fact, some of the leveraged ETFs, the ultras.
That's right, direction 300%, sure.
ETFs even. Well, you don't want to play those except on the steep drop portions of this correction. Well, we're going to show you in the roadmap where those are, all right? And you definitely don't want to play them on the bounces, all right? So that's an example of why you need this roadmap. If you're not only going to, we definitely don't want you to lose money, but we want you to be able to take the offensive during a correction and make money. Wouldn't that be nice for a turnaround?
It's huge, man.
That's the goal of the webinar.
And what happens, folks, when Bud's saying that you have the steps in place, and he is understanding where the biggest drops are going to be. You know, I already have seen the workshop, and I know how Bud's work goes. And it's that clear. This is what's so cool about this, folks, okay? Because what he's going to show you first is actually what has happened at lows and at highs. Then he's going to show you why it happens and what the road signs are, which is really cool, you know, because what happens with channels and with PTRs, it takes a long period of time for them to basically show up. Now, we've had a long period of time. That road, folks, is a long road. There's no doubt. In fact, we haven't had a road this long for a while, Bud.
Well, that's right. Where we are right now does not come around every day, folks, believe me.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. So it's 9 to 10:30 tomorrow morning, folks. It's only $99. And what you want to do, folks, if you're in your car, as soon as you get home, sign up. Because as soon as you sign up, you're going to get the executive summary. And it'd be really cool to have it before the workshop starts tomorrow. You can go, the workshop itself is going to be live. If you can't make it live, it's going to be on your page for 30 days, and you are going to want to go over it a few different times. And you're going to want the print right in front of you. Why? Because you'll be able to see the clarity inside it. You'll be able to see what's going on. And that is the essence, whether folks, if you're in the market through your IRA, through work, through anything else, check it out, okay? Because you can put stops in. You can protect yourself, and that's what this is about, too. You know, if you don't trade the market, that's fine, but why not protect yourself, okay? You know, the market has gone up in an extraordinary way, and there's nothing wrong with putting a stop in, you know. And that's the name of the game. Bud Rolfs, you have a great night, safe night, rest up. We look forward to that workshop tomorrow, man.
We're reporting for duty tomorrow. The battle plan, folks, will be laid out for you. Be there, and we want you to be on the winning team for a victory in 2004.
The beautiful cooking, brother.
Take care, Tommy.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We're coming back with our man, Mr. Andy Heck.